Hello, you guys. I'm gonna give y'all the opportunity to start coming in. I got on early so I can get off early. Yep, I got on early so that I could get off early, child. I got things that I gotta do. 18. Mm. Yes, I do. I gotta find me something for my cousin getting married tomorrow, child. No, she's getting married Sunday. Like I really need to go look for something. I got everything. Y'all, what's up? I see Tequila, M. Rose. I see Diane. Yeah, we're gonna talk about Cornelius Smith and Yogotti and Angela today. Hey Susie. Hey Teresa. Y'all, what's going on? Hey, Bridge HPT2, Kenny Adams, Susie. Did I say Susie? The gambling, the gambling geek. Lord have mercy. You must be on your way to Tunica. Kenny, you must be on your way to Tunica. Yeah, how's everybody doing? Go shopping in your house. Store to ain't that the guy's truth? I got some army fatigue heels that came boots that came in heels like booties. They are freaking cute. They are so cute. I'm just waiting on everybody to start coming into the room. That's what I'm waiting for. I need to go to the casino and hit a lick. Yeah, make sure y'all hit that like button for me. Make sure you guys please like, share, and subscribe. What's this sending me a message? I tell you, Steven, something else. Here, man. I got y'all a toy. I got y'all two toys. Here's the other toy. Here go y'all toy. Y'all know we're just waiting for more people to come in. Hey, James. Gina. Who else did I miss? M. Rose. I miss anybody? Okay. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. It was raining earlier. Hey, Cypress. It was raining earlier when I was out. It was raining early when I was out. I was like, I sure wish I could be at home in the bed. I love it when it rains. I love to be in the bed and all that good stuff. Um, hey Miss Sharon, she said just in time. M Rosie. Okay, you guys, let's talk about Angela Simmons and Yogotti. Are they back together? Now, we all know that Angela Simmons and Yogotti supposedly have broken up. Listen, hey, I was listening to Tasha K one day say that they was, people that she from, her sources said they would quietly break up and get back together. They were on and off a lot anyways, according to Tasha K. And hey, I think it was just kind of weird. If you ask me, I always felt like that she signed some type of contract, okay? Um, whereas it was probably like a business type situation. She got what she wanted, he got what he wanted. But she probably ended up liking him, right? Now that's just my opinion. But Okay, I've been looking at Angela. She look like she's been doing she's all into like fitness and self care and health and all of that. Right, NDAs. Um, and so I always look in her comments. Okay, and I had not been seeing anybody that was affiliated with Yogotti. Okay, in her comments since she announced that they were broken up. Now, there were already rumors, okay? There were rumors from around people that I knew around Memphis. They claimed that Yo Gotti's mother didn't like Angela, okay? They claimed that his mother liked the other young lady, okay? I don't know if it's a baby mama or another girl that he was going with. Hold on one second. Okay, I want to show y'all something. I had want to show y'all something. Okay. Now, we already know that Robin and Yo Gotti are stuck like glue together. Okay. And like I said, the word is that Robin, really her mother, but Robin or her mother, the mother, Gotti's mother, didn't really like Angela, allegedly. Okay. That's just what I heard. Hey, Miss Mildred, from people around the Memphis area. Okay. And but so I've looked in her comments for months because I follow Angela. I like Angela. I never stopped liking her. And I know I guess it's her birthday or a birthday and something is coming up, and I see what Robin Chanel, okay, posted in her comments fire. Okay. Maybe I've been missing some comments or something like that, but it made me wonder, are her and Yo Gotti back together? Because I've been looking at some of the posts, like who is that calling me, all of that. It seemed like to me she never stopped flying privately. Okay. I know that Angela comes from a wealthy family, but we know that that allowance that Yo Gotti was giving her um to be on his arm was probably pretty hefty. Okay. She started flying on private planes. She never really stopped. Okay. I guess he helped her with some investments. I mean, hey, he used her for what he wanted, I guess, and he had a curiosity about her, and I guess in return she got what she wanted. I guess it's a fair exchange. Okay. But it makes me wonder, have they renewed their contract? Because I see Robin Chanel in her comments. Okay. I see Robin Chanel in her comments. And it's interesting, some of the things that she has been posting now. I don't know. As far as Angela and Yo Gotti goes, if you ask me, I think that Yo Gotti messed up Angela's image. Okay, I think Reverend Run had did a really good thing of, uh, crafting together um pieces, and I never looked at her on that Love and whatever she was on. Okay, I know even on Reverend Ron's house she seemed a little bratty, but people still like Angela, right? I think when she got with Yo Gotti, I think she started trying to be something that she wasn't, and to fit whatever image, and it didn't help him none. Okay, because he still looked like the damn fool that he is that had Young Dolph killed. Okay, so he could never get away from that. Okay, regardless of how people like his music, and they probably still rock his music. Okay, but that image, he will always be the dude from out of Memphis that had another Memphis rapper killed because he wanted his competition killed. And at the root of it, the rumor is that it was about a girl. Okay, that's what's out there. So he'll never be able to escape that. I don't care how talented he is. I don't care what he do. Okay, and so I think Angela, I think Angela, I think Angela allowed, because we have to these receipts and stuff were put out there where Angela had houses and things of that nature in foreclosure. Okay, she had houses and apartments or condos or whatever in foreclosure, And I'm sure, Yogotti probably, she was with him at the time. He helped her out as he should. That's what a man is supposed to do, right? For his woman. Um, the money, the money pulled her on in. Okay. And the money pulled her on in. Okay. And so, um, it may be pulling her in again. All right. I've been looking at some of those posts. All right. And I don't know, for some reason, just based on some of the things that she posts, it looks like to me that maybe they're talking again. Well, I saw Robin posting fight, communicating with her again. I was like, okay, maybe so. Okay, maybe so. Who knows? Maybe not. But I thought maybe it could be something going on. Okay. It could be something going on. Okay. Um, let's see. Hold on for a second, too. I want to show you all. Like I said. Mm, I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. We'll have the opportunity to see if they renew that contract, okay? Because I believe that there is some type of contract. He might have wanted to lay low a little bit when this situation was going on, okay? When this situation was going on with Hernandez Govan. Gotti probably didn't know what was going to happen. He didn't know if Hernandez Govan would flat out tell on him. Okay. He probably didn't know if Quit was just gonna flat out tell on him, in which I still believe that he did, because we heard what his attorney got in court and said, why wasn't Juk and Yogotti arrested? And then we heard his attorney on Vlad say that Yogotti paid for the lawyers for the hitmen. He didn't say Juk. He said Yogotti paid for the lawyers for the hitmen. And then, so being that Manny knows nothing personally about Yogotti, he said in court that Juk didn't have the type of money to pay for a hit or to pay for lawyers, but Yogotti is wealthy. He would have that type of money, right? So yeah, okay, so we heard that. Okay, we all heard that. So Yogotti probably didn't know if his time was gonna come. We know it's coming sooner than later, okay? Because I've been telling y'all, even if he don't go to jail, he gonna have to fight to stay out. He gonna spend some money to stay up out of jail. Yogotti ain't loved enough around the Memphis area. He ain't got enough power. Okay, that's just an illusion. He ain't got enough power to buy himself out of jail. Now, his money might can, just like Quet's money did. His lawyer was able to but I don't know what to say about that situation, because when you put some rookie prosecutors in a courtroom with a crafty, well-versed, experienced lawyer, I don't know what you expected. I don't know what else they expected for that verdict to be, right? So, okay. The Black Barber says, I want to see how Angela is going to be acting around Glow. I don't know. People have said that they think that Yogotti and Glorilla go together. I don't know. I've watched Glorilla and Yogotti. She don't seem to show an interest in Yogotti. Okay. Glorilla don't seem to show an interest She might mess with him, to help her career. I don't know. Hey, L. Jeffy. Okay. But I don't know about that, because I've watched how she was around him. It don't, I mean, even if they messing off, it ain't no connection. Okay, it ain't no connection. She talks to an NBA player, and he's probably more around her age. Okay, Glorilla is in her early 20s still. Gotti ass is too old for her. Okay, he needs to sit his old ass down and stay in the lane that he is in as Lord have mercy. Please don't let me say it's a pimp. Don't let me say it's a pimp, okay? Because it's from what I'm told, that's that contract. That's the only thing that it is, okay? But I do like Glorilla, okay? I do like her. I do like Glorilla. You already know straight to the point. I'm gonna give his ass a hard time because I can't stand him. I can't stand a man that would actively and when I don't like people, I don't know how to hide it. Okay. There are some people that I like to give a hard time. Okay. There are some that I like to give a hard time and pick at them a little bit, but I don't dislike them. I just like to pick at them and make a little fun of them. And then there are those like Yogotti that I just can't stand. Okay. Um Y'all hit that like button, okay? Hit that like button, like, share, and subscribe. Okay, we're gonna have some fun up in here tonight. I should have poured me a glass of wine. That's what I should have did. But okay, hey, we'll see. We'll see. Angela is more his age. Okay. Hey, Kawana. Angela is more your God's age. Okay. So, but let me go back to what straight to the point was saying. Straight to the point. I jumped this subject. I was saying something to you. I was saying I can't stand him. Okay. I can never stand a man that took that spearheaded destroying another man's life. Damn the music, damn the money, damn the competition. Young Dolph was a damn human being that had kids and a family. Okay? He was productive. He was taking care of his children. He was active in his damn children's lives. He was a human being. Okay? And so, one of the reasons, one of the things that I like to do, as y'all see, I've had Mr. Barnett on here, Howard Barnett's brother. Okay. And one of the things I like to do, even when I'm doing missing persons cases, I like for when I'm talking about them, okay, when I'm talking about the cases, I like for people to remember. That's why I ask him a lot about his brother, because I want people to remember that Howard Barnett was a human being that had a family that loved him. He was a human that had a life. Okay. And sometimes we forget that. And so that's one of the reasons why I will always talk about young Dolph. You know why? Young Dolph is one of those ones. He represents a young man dying and being taken out of here because of jealousy. We know that jealousy is cruel as the grave. The Bible speaks about that. And so for Yogotti to think that he's sitting on a throne, he's a clown. He's a clown. I don't care what type of success he thinks he's got. In the back of his mind, he has to fight them damn demons, knowing that he is the reason behind a whole lot of destruction that went on, not just young Dolph, but the domino effect that happened after this young Dolph's situation. I can't respect nobody like that. Okay. See, I'm a real person. I'm a real person. And I ride my own waves, so I don't kiss no asses. Okay. Right. So I would never hold a person in high esteem that has committed destruction, that took a hand in destroying the Black community. helping to commit genocide, because that situation with young Dolph, that could be classified as genocide, right? I'm a black woman. I would think that black men would neither. Okay. And there are a lot of black men that don't agree with it, right? And so I don't look at Yogotti as that. Okay. He can rap. You absolutely right, L Jeff. He can rap. He's absolutely talented, but he's a talented damn fool. He's a destroyer. He's a destroyer, and I don't respect that. Okay. I don't respect no man or woman that likes to destroy. Okay. I don't respect that at all. Okay. And so Yogotti probably, and so Gotti probably, I know he loves my channel. Okay. He loves my channel. Okay. He's the top fan up on here because he already knows if he want, when I talk about him, I'm probably the only one that's gonna tell him some truth. Okay, if he wants some truth, when he ain't all paranoid, because he said himself he paranoid. He needs somebody that ain't trying to get $1 from him to tell him, Negro, you was wrong for what you did. Okay, you hijacked the city. Okay, that's you hijacked the city. You one of them. All right, it's a lot of them that do that, but you destroy. You hijack the city and then destroy and commit genocide. I don't respect that. Because see, what a lot of people do is they hijack the city. They come to the city. They become successful. They become successful off of the back of the city, and then they're able to spread out and be seen other places by the dollars that they get off the back of their city. Some give back, some don't. It's okay if you don't give back. Okay, I guess, but don't send destruction back to a city that is already hurting, right? That ain't gonna never. I've always said that, okay? And so I just don't respect that dude in no way, shape, or form. So he hurt Angela's image, okay? So Govan didn't tell on him, okay? You're from Alabama, okay, Jeffy. So shout out to Alabama, okay? So I don't respect him, okay? I don't have any respect for a person like that. I grew up around real street dudes, and they didn't have those types of characteristics, and they got money. Now, let me just say this about Govan, okay? Now, Govan got off. Do I believe Govan was involved? I've been telling y'all ever since I was in here, Govan's attorney probably was in my damn comments all the time. Okay. He said, yeah, that's making the block hot bad for business. Memphis suffered business-wise behind this. Okay. Mm-hmm. He said this is a different era. When you say this is a different era, what do you mean? That this is a different era? I mean, respect never changes. Respect for life. It all goes back to what bothers me is people don't have any respect for life. And it's really jarring to me when I see, so he's here to say, did somebody say Alabama? Yeah, Jeffy says he's from Alabama. What really bothers me is when I see people that came from the era that was born around the time that I was born. We came up in the era where we were, they were still teaching respect, especially respect for life. Okay. So I just don't go along with, well, Dolph should not have said nothing. No, that's a twisted human being. That's a twisted human being to ever try and justify a man killing another man that was not a threat to his damn person. that only bruised his ego and was a threat maybe to whatever agenda he thought he had or whatever agenda he had. Because God didn't go up like that until after young Doc was killed. I mean, I see it. Right? So maybe him and Angela broke up. They broke up around that time that Quet was getting ready to go to court. Okay, maybe they thought Quet was gonna put it out there, but I'm gonna tell Quet this. I know Quet is a fan of the show. He tried to say he ain't. His brothers is, so I know he is. Quet, okay. Quet, I thought you was gonna fully do the right thing. Okay. I thought you was gonna fully do the right thing. Okay. But I'm gonna tell you something, Quet. It ain't nothing like that God get back. Okay. It ain't nothing like that God get back. God says, when I get them back, you'll witness it. Now, Quet, rather you say you was involved or not, okay? You would have thought Quet would have came out and just went on, okay? And I ain't said much. I just been kind of sitting back watching. I like to sit back and watch stuff. Because I think I was one of the first ones that said that Quet was not the one. He was not the mastermind, but I always felt like that he had a participation. They came to him with it. We see that he's confirming that now, right? But then Quet gets out, and like Hitta says, he wants to soil Young Dolph's legacy, and it shows the hate that he has. Okay, because we already know if Quet has a close relationship with Kamisha has already let everybody know how she hates Young Dolph. And this is what I can't understand, because me, Quet, and Kamisha and them all are around the same damn age. We all got kids, all around the same damn age. This is where I get to thinking and wondering about, because see, do we all come from God? Because I know they say we're all God's children, but I don't know if we are all God's children. Because it ain't no way in hell that I could have gone through what Kamisha went through. Somebody got to say this. I'm a damn black woman. Okay? And then sit up and wish on Young Dolph's family. And Young Dolph ain't had nothing to do with what happened to her boys. The hurt that this lady has gone through of losing 2 children. How could a human being that came from God gloat over another mother going through what she has gone through? I never understand it. That's why I say, do we all come from God? Because even at a person, you got people out there in the street that has done dirt, but at the core of it, at the core, there's a foundation. I go, no, bro, we don't touch kids. No, we ain't touching nobody's mama. What's the first thing Quest said to Charleston White? I'm gonna go at your mama. That's why I said, do we all come from God? I sat up here and I said, when I wouldn't let nobody talk about, first of all, Quet's daughter. I didn't talk about her much. I have a soft spot, and I'm still not going to. It still remains the same. Ain't nobody gonna come in here and say, well, that's the reason why his daughter dead. No. We don't do that up in here. I don't co-sign no stuff like that. Okay. But even before all of this stuff happened, everybody got kids. How could you get off quick and then turn around and try? Young Dolph's family's heart is still hanging out of their chest, and you try and soil his legacy? Y'all, do we all come from God? Because some of these people just walking devils. And I'm serious. You would think that man and would have some type of humility. God gave him another chance. Remember, I said Quentin got another chance. I followed his trial. I didn't even say a whole lot of bad stuff about him. I said, well, God, I hope that he do the right thing. But I don't think it's in him. God says, when I get him back, you're going to witness it. Okay? Some people just don't have no humility. And I think at the core of it, I'm just saying a whole lot of people, sometimes I think some of these people would rather not be here. They don't have no respect for life. They're emotionally unstable. Because when I get mad at somebody, I mean, if I be the first thing it ain't enough. Because when I get mad at them, I'll cuss them out. But when they think they're going to violate me, it's laws against that. I know how to use the laws to my advantage. Okay, I'm not going to be violated and not use what's been put there for me to use. Okay. But it sure ain't that when I get mad at somebody, the first thing, especially if I just got off on something, the first thing that I think about is definitely not going to be going at somebody's mama. That's evil on a whole nother level. Right. So, I think I ain't gonna sit here and lie. Quit don't give a damn about God either. I mean, he don't give a damn about God either. He might try and say, I think his hate for young Dolph is so strong. Why? I don't know. It's something else that went on there. It's gotta be that maybe, I don't know, maybe he thinks, I don't know, as it relates to, but he don't give a damn about him either. Because if he did, Manny wouldn't have said, why wasn't Juke and Yogotti arrested? Okay. Who introduced straight drops to him? Who introduced straight drop been sentenced? Straight drop already been sentenced for this. He already been sentenced. We talked about him. He's been sentenced. He got life plus 30 years. We talk about him. We talked about him last night. Okay. And it's Howard Barnett situation. Okay. So, maybe Quit don't look at the a show. Quit. I was looking at Quit channel. Quit said he wouldn't some of them these small channels, he wouldn't look at them at gunpoint. I hollered. Because I know he a fan over here. He subscribed too. The Alabama hitter says he riding for Kamisha and them, telling you them was all truly like Quit. Mm-hmm. They was wrong. No, Quit. No, he was wrong. Quit is around my age. Quit ain't even have no business running with no dudes that young. And if he was gonna run with them, you would think that he would have imparted wisdom. I fought him for what happened with straight drop. Juke wasn't supposed to be able to get the straight drop like that. If he's supposed to be the OG, I fought him. If that's supposed to be like your little brother and all of that, why would you deliver him to the lions? And yeah, he was already out there. But if you trying to do something different with him, you say you want to try to get out the street, like you say, No, I don't respect that. See, I'm gonna change the subject because see, I be getting too mad. Y'all notice I don't talk about stuff like this no more. I really don't talk a whole lot about it because it really it makes me real. It makes me mad. Be quiet, shit. It makes me mad. It makes me angry to see black men that's supposed to be out there really hustling for real, for their families, destroying. It do. Okay. He said cornbread. So yeah, let's talk about cornbread. Okay. So Cornelius was supposed to go to court today, and they rescheduled. So when they start rescheduling like this, I don't know. I don't know if it's an attorney thing. Um, I would assume at this point, Yogotti, that retainers that Manny says that Yogotti paid for Cornelius' attorney, maybe has run out. And I do know that attorneys ain't coming to court if there's some fees owed. Okay, they don't do IOUs. Somebody gonna have to go deliver some money. So that could be it. Okay, that could be it. Um, that could be it. Keep resetting and resetting until Cornelius' family comes up with some money to pay his attorney, another retainer's fee, or they could be resetting for it could be for other reasons. Okay. Um Look, they said am I afraid to go in and fight women? I fight back. Okay. And I'm picking up anything. I hope he ain't sick enough to be trying to shoot no women or send nobody else to do it, but I fights back. And I don't fight fair. I'm picking up anything. Okay, because I'm not equivalent to a man. I really don't even fight men. Men I've been around street dudes my whole life. I never had no street dude try to put their damn hands on me, and my mouth always been real smart. Okay, I just talk shit on the phone and hang up. But the street dudes that I was around, they didn't. I never saw them hit women, and they definitely didn't hit me, because I always had a smart alecky mouth. Um, but I still fight back. Okay, but it's a damn shame, like when people are so emotionally unstable. They feel like if they have an issue with you, it's a damn shame when you just see people feeling like, first of all, no real man is gonna be into it with no woman. Okay. And I gotta give it to Quit. I gotta give him this now. I gotta give it to him. We all talk shit. Me, because I'm smart alecky. I see Auntie Fee. She don't back down. All these women have talked shit. I haven't seen Quit address none of the women. He do address the men, but he don't address the women. Okay, so I got to give him that. He don't he I haven't seen him going back and forth with a woman, and I actually don't think that he will. Emerald says Quit never had. Have any of you all seen Quit go back and forth with a female vlogger? I don't think that he will, and I know he see all of us talking shit. That's right. It ain't nothing cool about hitting no women. That's right. Thank you, L. Jeff. That's the truth. No man is supposed to be putting his hands on no damn woman. Ain't no man even supposed. Well, the street dudes that I grew up around thought it was beneath them to even be arguing with women. Okay, and my cousins are still, a lot of them are out in the street, but they get real money. Okay, and they don't argue. They don't be arguing with no women. They don't do no mess like that. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Okay, I love men that are masculine when they laid back. They don't have time to be arguing with no women. Um. Anyway, y'all. As far as Cornelius, I believe. M. Rose. I believe that either it is something going on with Cornelius and his attorney as far as fees. That's usually when you start seeing, just from what I've seen in the past, when you start seeing them consistently resetting dates, it is because maybe some payments have not been made. Um, and they're asking for, the attorneys can ask for those dates and stuff to be reset, or it's something else going on. Hey, I believe Cornelius is telling some other stuff. I believe this is my opinion. Cornelius is solving some other cases. Okay. I believe he's solving some other cases. Because he was around. Okay. And I don't know if it's, quit. It could be some more people, because he was around quite a bit of them. And that's the thing, a lot of people, they be around a lot of folks and they think that they're on drugs and they're zoned out because they're on pills, but they are actually very aware. Okay. Some of these women strong are, yeah, I've always been real strong. Okay. But that's why I spend a lot of time by myself. I don't really like people in my space. I don't like people in my space. And when I say in my space, I'm talking about when people are real confrontational. My nerves and stuff is real bad. I don't like people that are real confrontational. I don't like bitchy men that like to argue with women. I don't like stuff like that. I don't respect men like that at all. Okay. Um because most a man's man think it's beneath him to even be arguing with a woman. Okay. Calling her bitches and hoes and stuff don't make it no, they ain't gonna even get into that. They're not gonna entertain that because they out there getting some money, right? um Now they don't have no issues of going at other men of all calibers, but not going at women. um Cornelius Doron says Cornelius won a case and lost a case. The money. So tired of Govan with all that talking. 1 minute he doesn't know God, in next minute he knows everything. Miss Muffin says the retainer would have covered whatever going on. You have to pay more money when you take it to trial. Oh, but you know what? They haven't said anything about a trial date. So what's going to end up happening is they're gonna give him a public defender. Now, if he don't come up with that money, you're gonna look at that site, and they're gonna show where he that attorney has asked to remove himself, like Straight Drop's attorney did. He asked to be withdrawn from the case. Yeah. Um, Teresa Cornbread wasn't trying to do nothing right. He was willing to take someone out and then snitch once his podcast got sobered up. Cornbread got to pay for what he did. L. Jeff, I'm from Birmingham family. The Alabama hitter. Oh, you only 2 hours from the Huntsville. Shout out to, you know what? I've been thinking about going to Huntsville to an event that Melody is having. I like Huntsville, but I've only been to Huntsville twice. Only been to Huntsville twice. One time when I was a little girl, when we went to the space thing. Hagerman never even come in on Govan case. Well, here's the thing about that. Hagerman has to do what his boss say do. Evidently, either he was taken off of the case or he wasn't assigned to Govan's case. I thought that he was assigned to Govan's case. I thought he talked about it in the beginning. But evidently Steve Mulroy didn't assign him that case. Hagerman is up under Steve Mulroy. He can't decide as a prosecutor. He works for the county, okay, for the state. He can't decide on any case that he's not going to take in the county of Shelby, in the state of Tennessee. He's not a private attorney. So whatever case his boss assigns to him, that would be Mulroy. He has to, that's his case. He can't say I don't want it. That's his case. Okay. He said be careful, it's tricky. What you saying Huntsville is tricky? Alabama Hitter says justice for Bobby Carter. That's what Tom Cornelius. Also, that's what Cornelius is doing. He's solving the Bobby Carter's case. So what did they say Bobby Carter died from? Did they say he died from an overdose? Or what did they say? What was the cause of his death? And I don't respect men that send others. Well, I don't want to go at it. So I'm gonna get don't no men go get no women to fight no battles for them. I've never in my whole life with any of the guys that I've been around, and I grew up in South Memphis, a great part of my life until I was 13, and I still have family up there. I've never heard any of my cousins, any of the guys that I've talked to, and I've talked to some hardcore street dudes. I've never heard them say, well, I don't want to be into it with no woman, so I'm gonna go get another woman, and I'm gonna get my sister. They didn't entertain stuff like that. They didn't get off on seeing women into it. Emerald says, straight, who sent him, who was selling pills for a living, who was with Trula. I'm not slow, bruh. So Huntsville is true. I thought they said that Huntsville is very safe and all of that. There was a film in Love and Marriage Huntsville down there. Hmm. Oh my God. He said Huntsville is raw. I didn't know that. I thought it was I thought I read I thought Huntsville was one of the safest places to live. Me too, Teresa. I be one I'd rather see them, go to prison rather than die. I would be just as evil as the next person to be wishing death on somebody. That's not something. I mean, that's to me that's witchcraft. The government side. He said the government side of Huntsville is. I'm gonna tell y'all where I wouldn't mind living. I wouldn't mind living in what is it? Gulf Shores? Is it Gulf Shores, Alabama? I could live down there around Orange Beach. I could retire and live down there. No, don't believe the hype, but it's not as rough as Birmingham and Montgomery. Huntsville safe and friendly compared to Memphis. I tell you. Hey, they preparing to bring the National Guard into Memphis. I'm not upset about it. Something has to happen to stop all of this craziness. I be going to the grocery store and I be priding myself on not buying nothing sweet. And then I just ate some roast and now I want something sweet. And I ain't got nothing sweet. So I'm gonna have to get over it. A lot of government money and contracts in Huntsville. Oh, ooh. Mm. Yeah, I love Gulf Shores, Alabama. I could so live down there. Yeah, Gulf Shores is basically Pensacola because it's 15 to 20 minutes from Pensacola. Because when we went down there, some of the people with us stayed in had hotels in Pensacola, Florida, and we had a hotel in Gulf Shores, Alabama. A lot of people retire in Gulf Shores in Orange Beach, Alabama. Mm-hmm. I promise you, I could. I could. I felt there are very few cities that I fall in love with like that. That's one of the cities that I fell so in love with that I was like, I could live there. I've never, for some reason, I don't. When I've gone to Atlanta, I don't like Atlanta like that. I don't even like going visiting in Atlanta. I've never had a good experience. I've fallen in love with Chicago. I've fallen in love with Chicago, and there's another city that I fell in love with, New York. Restore Arsenal is what they mean. Military base off Drake. They are. My mom told me that she heard on the news that they're taking a lot of the abandoned buildings. It's funny because I was over on. I had a case today over on Lamar, and I saw that like it's like they're reconstructing. They're tearing down a lot of the buildings, and my mom said that she's heard on the news that they're reconstructing a lot of buildings, and they're building a lot of buildings for to put to hold some of these prisoners in. I was like, wow. Cypress said, shout out to Atlanta. See you soon. Yeah, I love Alabama. I do. I love Alabama. I think it's at the pace that I would like. It's the pace that I like. It's not real fast. Like, even though I like Chicago, I would have to live like I would never live up north. It's too cold up there. But I would have to live like on the outskirts, like where we were staying at in Chicago. Now this time when we went to Chicago, we was staying, it was in downtown. We stayed in downtown Chicago. But when the other time we were like on the outskirts at a resort, and it was really beautiful. It was really nice. I live in Phoenix now. It's nice, different mixed culture. Yeah. That's why I like New York. It's so eclectic. But one of my goals is to I don't know why I'm so weird like that. I want to visit Rhode Island, Boston, and Maine. I want to visit all three. I want to take like a almost a 2 week vacation. I could never be gone for 2 weeks because I start to get home sick. I'll take like a week and a half, like a week, A week would do me. From from Monday to Monday would be good. And stay a couple days in each place. Rhode Island, Maine, and Boston. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. But y'all talk about Cornelius Smith. It's gonna be that'll be interesting too to see what goes on with Cornelius Smith because that's gonna be interesting. I don't think I still think that she kind of gonna throw the book at Cornelius, but I in my heart of hearts, I believe Cornelius has been putting in work. And the reason I say that is because he ain't denied it. He didn't, I don't think he cares that people know that he's putting in work. Okay. I think whatever it is that he knows about, he's getting ready to bring justice to some families, some different families. Um, and Rose says Cornelius needs to go to the same as Drop. Yeah, they're not gonna put him in the same place as Drop. Straight Drop might as well. I could always see Straight Drop for some reason being like the Alpo. Y'all know I've been saying that forever. Probably once all these once all of these charges and stuff, these murder charges start dropping on Straight Drop, and he looking at the death penalty, he'll start telling on other people. L. Jeff says, Tamara, where the fog? I don't hear them ball. They over there playing. When they over there wrestling and playing, they be quiet. Not the same jail, the same sentence. Oh yeah. Oh, Cornelius is probably going to get he probably gonna get a lighter sentence than Straight Drop based on what other cases he's solving. This is not the same jail. Yeah, he probably won't be doing it. He probably won't be at a jail. And just looking at Quinn, y'all know I'm real tenderhearted, right? I be talking a lot of shit, but I'm real tenderhearted. When I saw Cornelius at this trial at Quest's trial, what Cornelius did to what Cornelius did to Young Doc was wrong. He got to pay for that. But you could tell that man, you could tell. It has to happen. You could tell his spirit is broken. His speech and stuff seems slurred. So he's probably on some type of medicines, some type of mental meds to help him sleep, to help him cope with being isolated in a facility. It's not good for him. They probably got him on 23-1. But hey, young Dolph can never get up out the grave. And I get so pissed off, what kind of men are quit and juking them to use somebody that they know is mentally sick from drugs? That's just evil. Enroll Black Barbies. I tell you. Yeah, I believe that Howard Burnett's family is going to get justice real soon. I just have faith in God. Child, if you looking in here, I ain't look. The Memphis police is gonna solve that case. Okay, so if y'all looking for somebody, whoever it is, that if anybody that had a participation and they looking in at me, they be looking at the folks that say, I want justice for this family, and the family is gonna get justice. It's imminent. It's imminent. Let me tell y'all something. I left work and I was just sitting at a red light, and it came to my mind like, Howard, do a show on Howard Burnett. And then my spirit was like, if there was ever a time If there was ever a time, this is the time. And his family is going to get justice. And that's just, I mean, that's just final. God says so. And when God says it, it's final. I believe that somebody that knows is going to talk. Okay. If anybody knows what happened to him, call 528 Cash. I mean, they're not going to record your voice or nothing. Just go ahead and tell it. Give that family some peace. They even got men 4 feet, damn near my 10-year-old nephew size, talking ish. Like, sit down. I know that's right. The black barber says she deserves to pay for her part to Lil Bruh. Whoever was involved. Y'all heard his brother. Y'all heard his brother say, he's been very candid. He's been very open, and he says, as far as he is concerned, and he said that he could be wrong, but in his heart, he feels that 2 people are involved. Okay, he said it could be other people. He don't know, but he feels that Rikayla and Straight Drop is involved. Now, he said that he was very open about that. He said it could be other people, but he don't know about that. I think because you never know. It could be anybody. So that we know that somebody is the reason that he never went back to. His family has not seen him. Rather, they're holding him hostage or what? His family deserves to know. He said they sure not gonna record it here. MPD ain't even gonna take the tip. Who gonna record it? Hitter. Oh, 528 Cash. They take the tip. 528 Cash. Call 528 Cash. They got people on shifts on all 3 shifts around the clock taking tips. 528 Cash. They don't record your calls. They don't have a recorded line in 528 Cash. They don't have a recorded line. And if you feel uncomfortable, just use a voice vocalizer. Anil says, hold up. You've been talking about the missing guy that was dating Straight Drop's baby mama. It dropped about to where that L to when they find out what happened. Chattown Finance says, I spoke to you yesterday and I'm taking a break at times and don't comment as much as though I knew Dolph wouldn't get full justice. It was still wild love. Yeah. Okay, Chattown Finance. Yeah, make sure y'all hit the like button. Yeah. So y'all saw the show yesterday. I hate to keep harping on what we talked about because it's up. But the investigator that had been on Howard Burnett's case had retired and they did not notify the family and had not reassigned a new investigator. That's messed up, right? So the lady I talked to yesterday, she said that. I said, so who's the new investigator? Oh, she's like, oh, he does not have a new investigator. I said, what? No, he doesn't. Okay. Let me send an email to get his case assigned to a new investigator right now. They wrong for that. They know they wrong. MPD know they wrong for that. But I remember I told y'all, I said, remember y'all me telling y'all, I said this thing that's scary about missing persons. When I was working over there at MPD, um, when I was working over there, investigators went to missing persons when they were in the drop plan. And the drop plan is when they get into the drop plan, when they get ready to retire and they work 3 extra years. Okay, they end up working 3 more. That's true, Hitter. They end up working 3 extra years, um, so that they can get like I think they give them like $75,000 more on their pension, or extra. No, they give them an extra 150,000. They give them an extra 150,000 if they work 25 years and then get in a drop plan and work 3 extra years. So even when I was working over there, investigators went to missing persons when they didn't want to do no damn work. Okay, when they didn't want to do any work, when they wanted it to just be gravy. Okay, they would leave and transfer over to missing persons because it was like, hey, over there is gravy. I just ride my time out because we ain't get ready to do nothing. But that's one of the most important bureaus. That's one of the most important bureaus, missing persons. Because you got family members, you got family that's got so many missing people. And that's another thing. That's something that's got to be talked about. As a matter of fact, I'm okay. I know what I'm gonna do. It's all right. I'm going to my cousin's wedding, but when I go back to church, I'm gonna have a talk with Paul Young. I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna talk to him about that missing persons bureau, because for too long that missing persons bureau has been a bureau that investigators go to when they worked in homicides and worked in robbery and they've been stressed out and it's high paced, and they go over there because they want for their drop to be gravy. Everybody know nobody does. You go to missing persons when you don't want to work. You want a free check. And that's one of the most important bureaus. I think that they should be held accountable. And it's obvious. How in the hell somebody gonna be retired for 2 years plus? And this man has been missing for 8 years, and this family has been constantly calling. Okay. They don't get no answers. They don't have any idea that the investigator that is on their case has retired and probably moved out of the state. And they have not reassigned the damn case. But they reassigning it now, though. That lieutenant was supposed to call me back today. So I know what I'm going to do. I'm walking over there Monday. Okay? I'm just going to politely walk over there. Okay? I think so, Hitter. Island Girl says, thanks to you, Miss Tamara, for helping this family. Yeah. Because, I mean, a lot of people don't know anything about the different bureaus. They don't know anything about um, the structure of a police department. Hell, they don't want to have to deal with the police in no way, shape, or form. So they ain't trying to find out. All they know, if they got a loved one, they're vulnerable. They have to depend on, all they have is the police. The police are, they're the ones that, hey, Shantae, that they look to give them the justice that they deserve. Okay. So, anyways, it's messed up. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button for me. Make sure you guys please like, share, and subscribe. Drop had no problems going to kill Dow because he was killing other people. Before it's all over with, young Straight Drop is probably gonna have the death penalty. That's when he gonna tell everything. I knew, I don't know, in my spirit, I always felt like, even in the very beginning, I said, even when I started hearing some things, hey, look, go on now, hell. When I started hearing some things about Straight Drop in the very beginning, and some things about the case, I said from the very I got on here, I was like, y'all, I believe this right here is gonna end up Straight Drop is gonna end up being like an Alpo. And I still believe that he's gonna end up being like an Alpo. Hell, he ain't getting out no more. What he care about the streets, what the streets say. Now, the only thing that might be holding him back a little bit now is that Yogotti and them think that they played a smart game by taking care of his family and setting his family up. He probably have to worry about, you know, something happening to his mama and sisters, Black Youngsters artist or affiliate. Thank you, Chattown Finest. Thank you so much, darling. Chat young, yeah, she done had a baby. Straight Drop's baby's mother, Rakayla, has had a baby with Black Youngsters artist or a heavy camp affiliate, her second baby. So, he might have to, worry about his daughter, because as long as she is with a heavy camp affiliate, his child will still be accessible to Yogotti and them. So maybe he have those types of thoughts if he got a brain, because it seems like to me he ain't got one. Because when they get to talking about that needle, he gonna tell it. I'm telling you now, he gonna tell it. And they coming for these Negroes. That federal government is coming for a lot of them. One thing that Trump does is he empowers and funds the federal government, and they've been prepping their. M. Rose says, that's the messed up shit. You get jammed up, your baby mama with your folks. Chicago is okay to visit, but not a good place to live. Yeah, I wouldn't want to live in Chicago. I'm gonna tell you a case I've been watching. That case with Romika, where her baby's dad and the baby mama came up to the school and shot her. I've been paying close attention to that. They killed that girl, and I believe it's premeditated. Neil says Drop wanted a high status with the game and in the streets, and he wanted to have the perks of being a successful rapper. That fool should have just stuck to rap and worked hard. Mm, I tell you. Y'all, somebody sent me and I don't want to do it because I don't know if Mr. Barnett is on here. So I would hate to do that. I don't know if it's true or not, but somebody said that a video that Straight Drop put up, he put that video up, and allegedly, now I don't know if it's true. One of my subs told me this, that allegedly the video that he put up, it was supposedly in reference to what they did to Howard Barnett. You right here. I don't know though. I don't know if it's true. I don't know. You know, I don't know. I can't say that it's true because I don't know. But one of my subs told me that the video was made like around the time that Howard went missing. I don't know. The name of the song is Message to the Ops. Message to the Ops. I think that's the name of it. Like I said, one of my subscribers had told me that. Message. I think it's called Message to the Ops. Oh, y'all stop. I think it's called Message to the Ops. Stop. Shit. Oh, they're getting on my nerves so bad. Hold on, y'all.
Spoon buck.
Shooter shot him. Martizi on the track.
Hey, fuck society, bitch. I'm a menace. These nigga gangsters. He come up missing. I
don't know. I guess he said. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I want to look at it. Mm-mm. Some things are just too dark now, and I don't even know if it's true or not. It, like I said, it's just something that one of my subs said. I don't know if it's true. It's probably not. It's probably not. He made that video November 18th of 2018. Them little dudes know they had a real bad spirit on them. And it's a damn shame when they had a bunch of old Negroes around them that was helping them to crash out. You know what? I don't like people that send other people out. First of all, I think that they're cowards and they're the most dangerous because they'll push other people to limits that they would not go to. If they find a send out, they will push them to limits that they be, because then it becomes a game. I want to see how far I can send them out. Okay, I wonder how far I can send this person out. It then becomes a game to see if they can get them to be worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Well, I know one thing. The Barnett family is, I'm happy that the case is being assigned to a new investigator and they'll have the opportunity to stay on top of everything to stay on make this make this investigator stay on top of everything. And that's what's going to happen. And I believe that this new investigator is going to come in with a new set of eyes and go back to the beginning and go through everything from start to finish with a fine-tooth comb. And some of those things that was overlooked, I don't think they're going to be overlooked this time. Some of those people that wasn't talking, I think they're going to talk. That's true to Black Barbie. If a man Hey, get over here. Ooh. And that's true, Black Barbie. If a man would violate a woman, he'll do anything. I don't trust no man. I don't trust a man that'll violate a damn woman. All these women out here that just giving it away and selling it. You'll go and violate a woman that don't want you at gunpoint. You twisted. You really are sick. Alabama Hitter, you're right, man. Dolph told us that he had many haters, and I see the list of too many of them now. Yeah. I tell you. I think I want to use light my peanut butter jelly candles. Yeah, I got some candles that smell like peanut butter jelly. It smells good too. I love candles. I think that's what I'm gonna light. I like to clean up so that I can light them. I think I want the front to smell like peanut butter jelly. I want the back to smell like dark chocolate. I got some dark chocolate candles that they had in the dollar store. They smell good too. Neil says, the Alabama Hitter, you're right, man. Dolphin. Yep. Y'all, make sure if you have not hit the like button, please make sure you all hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. Please like, share, and subscribe. You all, I said I wasn't gonna stay on here long today. I really had said I was not gonna get on, but since I got on, I'm not gonna stay on long. I'll be on for like another 8 minutes. Do an hour and a half today. But anyways, y'all, I'm gonna do a recap. We was talking about Cornelius Smith. I think Cornelius Smith is having trouble with his attorneys. I think he's having problems with paying his attorneys. I am West 10. Hey, West 10. And could Angela and Yogotti be secretly getting back together? I see Robin back in her comments. So that could be a sign that something might be being ignited again. Angela seems to be being kind of happy. You know, maybe he decided to renew the contract. Okay. Maybe he decided to renew their contract. Anyway, y'all. What are you doing? Yeah, I will open up the lines, but not tonight. Tomorrow I'll probably end up doing like a well, I might do a live tomorrow, Sunday. I know my cousin getting married, and then after that, some of my friends are having and some of the other investigators that I work with having a girls' night out. So we're gonna have a girls' night out on the town, which was gonna be cool. Okay, I leave the wedding and go to the girls' night out, and I'll be back in the house at 9 because y'all know I don't stay out after no. I might stay out until 10. Anything after 10, that's too late for me. Anything after 10 is too late. Yeah, I was thinking about breeding my dog again so I could sell the puppies, but I'm scared I might end up like I was the last time. Be too scared to sell. Don't want to sell them. I think Remy got too old to carry kids. She is 30. How old is Remy? She might be 42. Teen. Oh, she's 49. 7 times 7 is 49, right? No wonder she's starting to get gray. She almost 50 years old. Y'all, she too old to carry babies now, isn't she? I was like, dog, Remy, because Remy jet black, and I'm starting to see all that gray. I was like, is she turning white? But she's turning gray. So let's see. 7 times 7 is 49. So she's 49 years old. You know, dogs are in doggy years, they're 7 each year. She might be too old to have another litter. Anyway, y'all, make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you all tuning in today. I got some things to do around the house. Okay. I love you all. You all have a good night. Be safe. Don't forget to pray. As a matter of fact, let me pray while we're on this live. Dear God, I just ask that you touch each and everybody that was on this live that had good intentions. No weapon formed against any of us with good intentions shall prosper. Any lying tongue, any lying person, any evil thing that rises up against us will be condemned. Any evil thoughts, any evil words, any evil spells spoken against any of us with good intentions on this live, we reverse the curse and send it back to the sender, and may it manifest in their very own lives in less than 30 days. God, I ask that you shield and protect us all. Curse every spell at the root. Protect our families. Protect our children. Put the armor of God on all of us. Okay? Keep us all protected and safe. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. I love you all. It's been a pleasure being on here with you all. I'll talk with you later.